it's interesting that you two be paired because you are the two opposing forces in Billy's life.
Yep.
Can you comment on that? How is that?
It's funny, every time that kind of notion is suggested, all of a sudden I start going, like I feel competitive towards him. Yeah, it's sort of the two very contrasting emotions and also pragmatic opinions towards what sort of went down.
Challengers.
Yeah, with the Iraq War. And I play Billy Lynn's sister, who is not only personally protective, but also kind of incensed at the inexplicable nature of why things are happening. She's kind of, she definitely falls on the left side, but at the same time is more encouraging of just understanding something that seems a little confusing and wants the pride that her brother is being sort of like forced into feeling to be real, and she wants to protect him as well. So,
what about your character, Garrett?
I think it's as a sergeant who Dime and Billy are in this story, the sergeant's always trying to, challenge him or observe him in a way. He sees a little bit of himself in Billy, and he wants Billy to perform at his highest potential. He sees, a soldier, the next best soldier sort of, sprouting out of him, and he just wants him to be the best.
But he is as aware as Billy's sister that these guys are getting screwed. Is he not?
Yeah. He feels like, because of what they signed up for, they don't really have a choice. It's duty first, and and he's loyal to that.
It's really kind of looking at how there's two wars going on here. Actually, there's the Iraq War, and then this very Orwellian propaganda war happening in the country. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, there's a complete. Sort of almost, there's like a fictionalized, or I guess more the word would be sensationalized, for entertainment purposes sort of story being peddled. And there, depending, even it's a good story to tell right now, depending on what, media outlet you watch, you always get given a different story. And, when you come home from something like that, it's not only hard to come to terms with, and I'm not speaking even remotely from like an insider's perspective, but just like being able to recognize that that this is very real for not just those people, but for all of us. It's hard to make that distinction sometimes because of how the distance that the way we consume those stories kind of puts us on the outside of it in a way that it doesn't feel real to us, and that is scary because it is.